What certification should I get first to land a job in cloud engineering? How did you get yours and in which order? Hi, if you don't know me, I'm Natalia. I'm a cloud and DevOps engineer, and today I'm answering one of the most asked questions about AWS certification roadmap. Please take into consideration it's completely based on my personal experience and now my story of how it all started. In 2021, after my short tenure with the Ministry of Education as a software developer, I joined Deloitte Tech Consulting Division within the platform and cloud engineering practice. This marked the beginning of my certification journey, which continues to this day. As a complete and absolute beginner who was struggling to grasp the cloud concept in general, I began preparing for my Cert Practitioner exam. While some might breeze through the Practitioner exam in 1 or 2 weeks, my journey was far from smooth. Understanding and connecting the dots in cloud technology was tough, especially considering my lack of technical background before pursuing my master's degree. I won't pretend it was easy. It was a real struggle, but it was an essential part of my growth. If you're a seasoned professional, I would suggest skipping the Cloud Practitioner exam only if you're new to the industry or you're trying to achieve all 12 certifications. Yes, it's possible, and I'll share in another video why people do this, because it sounds insane, isn't it? But it's still possible, trust me. After earning my first certification in 2021, I spent some time trying to find my footing in the cloud engineering space at Deloitte. During this period, I worked on very small to medium-sized projects for clients across different industries. To be honest, the experience didn't contribute much to the skill development in AWS cloud space. I say this because one of the main reasons I joined Deloitte was the promise to establishing a solid career as an AWS Cloud Engineer. 2022 happened and I was assigned to my biggest consulting project yet, building an integration platform for a high-profile government agency, but this time using Azure Cloud. We were a team of 5 engineers and I was by far the least experienced. Better to say not experienced at all. To be honest, I didn't know about Azure beyond the fact that it's a Microsoft Cloud service, and that made me feel incredibly uncomfortable. The project was extremely challenging, but it also marked a turning point in my growth as a cloud engineer. I began honing my skills in using Terraform for infrastructure as code, improving my version control skills, and deepening my understanding of architecture, design principle, and best practices. I also became proficient with project management tools like Azure DevOps ADO and the Atlassian suite, and I had to learn how to work efficiently under the pressure within a high-performing team. The entire year of 2022 was devoted to this project. As the year progressed, I began to feel that my career trajectory went off in a direction I hadn't planned for, a direction shaped more by others' expectations than my own aspirations. The long evenings and nights spent deploying, coding, debugging, and struggling with dissatisfaction drained me. Eventually, I experienced my first burnout. My state of mind deteriorated rapidly. I found myself hating my job, my project, my life, and even myself. I wasn't taking care of my health, nor I was taking control of my career. To make matters worse, I didn't earn a single certification in 2022, which I now consider one of my biggest mistakes. When 2023 arrived, I zoomed out and decided to make the most of the year and the resources available to me. I decided that I would no longer allow anyone to dictate what was best for my career development or let anyone intimidate me in this space. I took control of my own path and set a goal to earn 3 AWS associate level certifications. I failed my first solution architect exam and it was crushing, especially after all the time and effort I invested in preparation. That failure triggered my second burnout and I had to take a couple of weeks off from certifications to recover. But on my second attempt, I passed. With each exam, you improve your learning and preparation skills. You start to recognize patterns, develop the right mindset, learn tips and tricks, and most importantly, you get into the flow. It's like a video game. With every completed quest, you become stronger, more capable, and gain more tools at your disposal. The process becomes addictive, and the drive to complete every certification grows. Next, I decided to tackle the Associate Developer exam. The preparation was intense, though a bit easier than before. I had to postpone the exam a couple of times because I was juggling 3 client projects in cloud and DevOps space full-time and in parallel. But by the end of 2023, I passed my developer exam. The happiness I felt was indescribable, pure satisfaction, a sense of accomplishment and joy. Anyone who's been in my shoes will understand. I decided to measure my progress through AWS certifications. That's why I always say that certifications are milestones on your journey to the cloud. I decided I'm not stretching myself to the point when I'm 1 inch closer to the next burnout. Instead, I'm earning my certifications as I go, allowing for more organic and unforced growth. This approach feels more natural and sustainable for me. Now let me share what certifications should be the first in your portfolio. If you are a complete beginner and want to establish yourself in the technical engineering space like me, by industry standards, it's recommended to start with Cloud Practitioner certification. Taking the Cloud Practitioner exam will give you a broad understanding of cloud concepts, AWS resources, and their practical applications. It covers foundational knowledge and makes it ideal for beginners or those who want to transition in cloud-related roles. The next quest is associate level. It's recommended to start with Solution Architect, then Associate Developer, and the last one is SysOps Administrator. If you're following this recommendation, you will start to see how everything falls into the right places. SysOps Administrator is the hardest one because it's more specialized. You build interconnected knowledge, which helps you to establish a strong foundation before tackling more complex and specialized topics. As a developer or SysOps administrator, understanding architectural best practices is crucial because you will be implementing and managing the system designed by architects. I think this approach leads to a well-rounded skill set that's valuable in any cloud-related role. One interesting fact, my ex-colleague was in the DevOps space for about 9 years, and last year he decided to renew his associate level certifications. SysOps was super easy for him, but he struggled a bit with preparation for developer exam. Despite his extensive experience, he wasn't as familiar with the coding and development aspects that developer certification emphasizes. This experience highlights that even seasoned professionals can find themselves challenged by certifications that require a different skill set than what they use on a daily basis. It shows the importance of a well-rounded understanding of AWS, where both operational knowledge and development skills are valuable, but often require thorough preparation and practice. While you try to get through the associate level quest, you'll start to develop hands-on experience, which is super important for your portfolio. This is where you need to focus on your building skills. I shared in my previous video a few resources to start. Please check this out. If you decide to purchase Udemy courses, I highly recommend Neil Davis. Follow his instructions and do all labs in his courses. After SysOps certification, I will think about the specialty certs like security or machine learning. I think I'm not ready for the professional level. I saw some white papers and questions and materials, and oh my god, it's too much. However, if you decide to take professional level exam, it's recommended to take Solution Architect first and then DevOps Engineer. For the same reason, DevOps is more specialized. Let me also show you how certification dashboard looks like and what you can do there. On the right, you see your name and your AWS profile account number. On the left, you see profile with your personal information like address and email account. Then exam registration. Here you can schedule exam online or in a testing center. And here's a very important section for whom English is the second language. You can accommodate 30 minutes on top of the standard exam time. If a practitioner exam lasts for 90 minutes, with accommodation it will be 120 minutes. 2 hours, guys. It's a luxury. Then we have certifications, and here you can see how many valid certifications you have at the moment. I have 3, and I also you can see when they about to expire. Quite important information. Let's move on. We have benefits section, and here you can see certifications benefits. I have a few 50% discounts on my next certification. Pretty helpful. considering that exams are not cheap and also in US dollars. The last section is digital badges. This is where you share your achievements with the whole world. Credly dashboard looks like this, and from here we go to a profile and see our digital badges. In conclusion, your certification journey will be uniquely yours, shaped by your career path and the needs of your employers. Don't overthink and analyze which one is the best for you. Just jump into it. And remember that certifications not only show your professional growth, but dedication, work ethic, ambition, courage, drive, and passion. Confidence comes with evidence. I'm not saying goodbye for now, and yes, I have some information for you. Please check this video next, where I'm sharing how to get prepared for your AWS Cloud Practitioner exam for free. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in this video next.